So do you have a favorite sketch that you did at that time?
I would never call it one thing my favorite, but because they each have their own special memories. But there are some memories that keep coming back to me over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. And that is, there was a sketch we did called Syndrome. And it was all about people with these long tongue twister names. And everybody on the show, meaning producers and writers, always knew that I could do tongue twisters and I can speak fast.
Right.
And so it was me, it was Mo Collins, it was Will Sasso, it was Alex Borstein. And it was all about this syndrome called the Snappy Trickle Pentobacker syndrome. And the doctors were Professor Lickenhalf and Philip Passenbeck and Ramon von Klockendeckel and Hussein and Ellen Fester Lippenchip and Nancy Chalk Withering Lick Tacklefat. So now we're all having these sentences with everybody's name and the syndrome. And years later, I remembered part of the tongue twister and it came to me like it was the same day. And it goes, and once Professor Lickenhalf and Philly Passenbeck made his remarkable discovery about the snappy trick and pentopacker syndrome, the Fester Lippenchip Chalk Withering Lick Tacklefat Foundation sprang into action. And it came back just like that, as clear as day.
I wouldn't even. I would have messed up by the second word. What.
And we did it in front of a live audience.
Yes, yeah, I would say, yeah. So I know the audience probably was like, oh, like, man, that's one of the things that I wish I was able to. I mean, obviously, I'm out here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, so I didn't get a chance to. But it was like I would have loved to have been in that live audience. I know that was amazing. Another one.
When you get a chance, look it up, and it just says syndrome for pregnant women or pregnant woman syndrome or look it up and it's an amazing sketch. And it was an amazing sketch.
Look it up. I will look it up. Another one of the kind of characters that I used to love all the time was Bunifa, because she was hilarious to me. And then just like anytime there's a character that can continue, like I always love it, because then you're like, oh, like, because once we see the character, we already know who it is. So it's like, okay, what she's gonna be doing this time?
And she's a different incarnation from when she came out. She popped out of an improv in New York. So by the time it came to LA for MADTV, Bunifa, the inception of Bunifa was already 8 to 10 years old.
Oh, okay.
Completely different. And so the inception and the creation of Bunifa wasn't me at that point. It was the writers going, let's make her ghetto fabulous. And then, and kind of bipolar, but let's not call her bipolar. And the wardrobe and hair and makeup going, we're going to make you so fabulous, girl. We're going to beat you good. We're going to beat that